This week, Rip Rogers came out with a tweet detailing what he thought about independent events. Last year, we had Vader speak his mind after a Ricochet Will Ospreay match, including lots of flippity shit. A bit like watching two CGI men have it out in a ring. Impressive. And now Randy Orton has piped in, and the word dive has taken the internet by storm. But what's really behind this? What is this prejudice coming into play? Just like Daniel Bryan's beats, we broke it down for you. Dive. Are they just really secretly racist? Is this some deep-rooted jealousy coming into play? Are the Revival angry that DIY has seemingly stolen their original gimmick? Is this really a resistance towards progression? Or is this simply the way of the future? Most recently on 205 Live, we've had Drew Gulak coming to the ring, sporting this sign, a cruiserweight, seemingly turned on his own division. Self-loathing, perhaps? That is the question. The innovative, death-defying, shit I could never do. But simply, at the end of the day, is it just a case of the independent style versus WWE style? Is Miz right? Is one the superior style? Are we starting a revolution? Is this Footloose? And the cruiserweights are Kevin Bacon? Why can't we just live in a world where bruisers and cruisers get along? Isn't there enough room for everyone at the table? It's pro wrestling. Triple H once had sex with a dead girl. Why is this the big issue? Goldust, after months of courting R-Truth to be his tag partner, finally turned on him in a dramatic beatdown on Raw this week. However, we here at WWE's Most Ridiculous are relieved that we finally now in fact know what is up. Alicia Fox finally returned to in-ring competition this week, beating Sasha Banks in tremendous fashion. Seriously, she is incredible. In even more aftermath to the Raw-branded pay-per-view Payback, WWE is being sued by D-grade horror movie House of Horrors on copyright infringement. However, as a countersuit, Bray Wyatt is suing the production company after the recent influx of inappropriate DMs on his Twitter account. And finally, you may all be wondering why I'm dressed like this. The Netflix trailer for Glow recently dropped. We here at WWE's Most Ridiculous is very excited. And we here at WWE's Most Ridiculous, along with our wonderful, amazing Twitter followers, thank you, Ben, have taken it upon ourselves to start petitioning early for me, your host, to play Alison Brie's sister in a potential season 2 of the series. We'll be back with more later. Intergender matches has been a topic of discussion recently at WWE, since the whole Mize angle at Snicky with WrestleMania, Becky Lynch and James Ellsworth, the speculation that Mike Bennett and Maria Kanellis are coming to WWE, the nearly broken Matt Hardy back at WWE, his wife on temporary hiatus as she births their second child, all hail King Maxwell, and let's not forget the elephant in the metaphoric room. Going back to the first couple that was mentioned at the top of the segment, the Mizes. Sure, they faced Snicky, that was done and dusted, there was the proposal, people cried. But what is it that Miz does every single time he's competing against someone? Rolls out of that ring, stands behind Maurice, and pushes her forward as shield. If that doesn't scream intergender match waiting to happen, I don't know what does. And it has come to our attention that somewhat of a feud has come to light. Ladies and gentlemen, I think we may have something very special on our hands. It's a confusing time in WWE at the moment. It's a confusing time in the world. Who's right, who's wrong, what's black, what's white, who's heel, who's face, especially who's heel and who's face. Bray Wyatt had his house burnt down by Randy Orton, yet Randy was still face. Braun Strowman, Harambe, the monster among men, taken out savagely by one big dog. I guess that's more grey area since he isn't a good guy or a bad guy, he's just a big dog. But this week, one thing became very apparent. Kevin Owens, Jinder Mahal, Maurice, the Drifter. What do they all have in common? Bilingual. I would even go as far as putting Bray Wyatt into that category. Emma, me. WWE clearly states if you are bilingual, you are heel. I can hear you say, but what about Sami Zayn? Sami Zayn is a unique butterfly of this world that cannot be contained to stereotype. Sami Zayn defies odds. Sami Zayn is like the Energizer Bunny that just keeps going and going no matter how much his nose bleeds. He can't be boxed in like that. So as we move on over the next few weeks, I bet you I can uncover the bilingualness of the rest of these heels.